Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. I've never been confident that Tyson Fury, OLYKSANDR USYK will happen. And I think it was yesterday, Tuesday, there was a statement from Alex Krassyuk, who's OLYKSANDR USYK's manager, who said that they being Fury's team and USYK's team, have kind of reached an impasse where it seems to be like, well, they're gridlocked, basically. There's no movement. Because initially, the offer was for 50-50 for USYK. USYK to take 50%, Fury to have 50%. Then it was 60-40, and Krassyuk has said that the deal that has been offered is 60% to the winner and 40% to the loser. Now, what does all this mean? Well, first of all, it doesn't surprise me that they haven't reached an agreement, because I've never been convinced that Fury either wants the fight or is going to be happy with anything less than whatever it is he's contracted with Top Rank and BT Sport. Frank Warren apparently has a pot of money. That's what's been determined. Now, if you take the amount, I don't know what the details of Fury's contract are, but if you take the amount of money that he is contracted to have from Top Rank and BT Sport, and basically there's a joint promotion going on either side of the Atlantic. If you take that out of the pot of money that exists, it may leave USYK with only, I'm just guessing here, 25% maybe, or 30%. And USYK's team is saying, no. We'll do 60-40, but the winner has 60 and the loser has 40. When you consider that the Saudi money seems to have gone for a Burton, and they're talking about putting it on in London, which would be less lucrative, I can't imagine, and again, I don't have any inside information, this is speculation, but I think that probably Fury isn't prepared to budge off whatever it is he's contracted. Do you remember when he signed to Top Rank? It was, it's worth, 200 million or whatever they said, over so many fights. I don't think he'd take a pay cut, basically, is what I'm saying. Even if it means that the winner takes 60%, if that's not the equivalent of the amount that he initially signed to, I don't think he's going to be happy with that. And he doesn't care about what USYK gets. So give me 60%, give me 70% of whatever's in the pot. Give me 80%. Dillian Whyte only got 20%. That seems to be his position. I don't care what you're getting. I'm contractually agreed with Top Rank, with BT Sport, to get a certain amount of money. And I want that amount. I'm not budging on it. And if that leaves you with 20%, 30%, tough, okay? Now, all of this is speculation. This is just my theory. You can shoot me down if you want, I don't mind. But what it means is that the fight won't happen, because USYK's team, Krassyuk, is the one who gave the statement. He said, we initially agreed 50-50, then we offered 60-40 to the winner. And if that's not good enough, there's no movement. There's no more negotiations to be had. We'll move on. The question is, does Fury want that? Because Fury clearly, even though his achievements in going to Germany to beat Klitschko and America to beat up Wilder 3 times, those are laudable achievements. He is extremely selective in when he fights certain opponents. This goes way, way back to when he was British, and I think British and Commonwealth champ, and he wouldn't fight David Price. He gave up the belts instead. He regarded the risk-reward, apparently, as being not to his liking. Now you have a situation where, and ignore all the guff that comes out of his mouth, because Fury talks an absolute ocean of sewage. All this rubbish about USYK being a middleweight, and I'm going to smash you up, and it's all a load of crap. He knows his boxing, Fury, and he knows that USYK is a real threat, bigger than Dillian Whyte, bigger than Deontay Wilder. USYK, incredibly high ring IQ, has won all his belts on the road, and undisputed cruiserweight champ, beat Joshua for three of the belts, has no fear, cannot be intimidated. You can't play mind games with him because he'll tie you up in knots. Fury knows, in other words, that USYK is a real threat. So the risk-reward will have to be weighted heavily to get him in that ring. And I doubt whether Fury really wants this fight, at least at this time. I don't know what his mental condition is at the moment. I don't know what kind of physical shape he's in. He's been, I mean, I'm not on Twitter, so I don't really know about that, but I haven't read many statements from him recently. He seems to have gone, maybe not quiet, but taken a back seat. And normally he's quite sort of boisterous and quite bombastic. Not so much nowadays. And I've never been sure that this fight's going to happen. I don't believe it's going to happen. Not yet. Not this year. And that's a real shame, because we all wanted to see the undisputed heavyweight championship. I see no reason why they can't fight now. Fury, as we know in the past, has talked about, I'll fight for free, winner takes all. When it's put on the table against a legitimate threat, he doesn't want to know, okay? And I'm not saying, by the way, that Usyk immediately beats Fury. If Fury gets himself in good shape, mentally and physically, I think he can edge a points decision over Usyk, definitely. I think size does matter. But for whatever reason, it maybe he just doesn't fancy the fight right now. But he definitely knows Usyk's a threat. He definitely knows that this isn't the walk in the park he claims it is. That's just a load of piss and vinegar. So yeah, what do you think about this fight? It's not going to. I don't think it'll happen this year. I think Fury will probably wait for Usyk to have a few more fights at heavyweight, maybe put a bit more wear and tear on him, a few more miles on the clock. Fury will probably take a backseat, might have the odd gimme fight. I mean, after all, the Derek Chisora mismatch, a farce of a matchup, earned him big money. So why take on the Usyks when you can take on far lesser opposition and still make a good living, more than a good living? Yeah, I think Fury will allow Usyk to put some miles on the clock, and then maybe if Usyk starts to look a bit war-torn, then maybe Fury will take him on. But I expect over the next year, I expect Fury to preserve himself, not put any miles on his odometer, and to play the waiting game with Usyk, who of course is no spring chicken. Was he now 35, something like that? But this fight, I don't think will happen this year. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think it will. So what do you think? Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. It's a shame, innit? I wanted to see the heavyweight undisputed fight, and that would start a lineage, a proper lineage. The winner of that. Never mind all this crap about Fury being the lineal champion. He isn't the lineal champion. The last lineal champion was Lennox Lewis. And by the way, if Lennox Lewis, are we saying that if Lennox Lewis came out of retirement and said, I'm still the heavyweight champion, would we take that seriously? No. So when Fury retires and gives up the belts and then comes back, you can't walk around saying you're champ. You've got the WBC belt. But all this lineal stuff's a load of crap as well. Usyk's the one with 3 belts. You got 1. Okay, 60-40, winner take all sounds fair to me. So fight, or at the very least, spare us all the piss and wind, Anyway, leave your comments below. Thank you for your time. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, double jab on the old subscriber. We want to build the channel up, and if you like the video and you hit the like button, that helps us too. Thanks a lot. Leave your comments below. I enjoy reading them. Speak soon. Bye for now.